Hi all, welcome to another Voxel Tycoon video from me. This one is from my first playthrough, which took me a heck of a long time because I learned so much and I haven't played a Tycoon type game like this for many years. Because it's such a big playthrough area, my Mac is unfortunately struggling a bit, so apologies for the lower quality, but that's the best that I can do. It was really great fun, and yeah, eventually I managed to get to the final research. So I learned a lot of things and I hope I can share some of that as I go through the video. So beginning at the furthest end here, I just have a coal mine. It was one of the later areas that I added. And here's a nice busy iron mine. Also much later in the game that I got that. I try to always supply all the shops. I think I'm a bit OCD on that, but yes, it's part of the fun. But it gets quite strenuous at times. And then yeah, this is a very busy little hub. We'll look at that later. And yeah, this plantation area, very busy. Obviously one of the essential areas that you need for the final research, which I did do in this game. I think that design works really well to get trains past and into the station. And then yeah, very busy little hub. I've got about 50 trains or so, and I think maybe 30 or so go through this area. My basic design philosophy is to use very few pre-signals, only in front of stations and where trains have to make a decision. Other than that, I use lots of signals. All my trains are the same length, run at the same speed, and then when there's a split, I always make sure there's a signal just after the split and enough space after the split before it joins with the next rail. In that way, trains always get out of the way of the lane that it's leaving, and it works really well to get nice flow that way. And because the trains are moving at the same speed, you can have the signals really close to each other, and the trains will just, basically go ahead at a nice click. If you run out of space, it becomes problematic, and that takes a lot of time to get that right. Okay, so moving on from that busy section, this is the sand mine, and an essential part as well for the final research. So a lot of the products that I produce here went straight to this final research area, where you end up making the TVs and the radios. Final research is done, so basically everything is standing still at this stage. But yeah, it took me a long time because I had to do a lot of tinkering, and eventually some of the mines and forests run out of products, so I had to get new areas. So yes, 12 regions, 46 trains, 52 trucks and 61 hours. That's a long time to take, but it was all good fun. So let's move north from this area. This is basically where the game started, and yeah, I spent a huge amount of time on this hub here. And even there, that log train is standing still just because I forgot to add a signal after it split off there. Maybe I just ran out of space, but in general it works well. And yeah, you'll see now as the trains move into that station at the top, I could probably add another lane there to ease things up. Still, you'll see how the trains are nicely spaced out and waiting and not really blocking each other. So there's really good flow. And then here on the left as well, with this entrance into the station, I made sure there's lots of space. You can get lots of trains going into that station. Station is not as busy as it used to be because that plantation ran out of wood, and so I had to basically start a new one. Luckily there was one close by, but still a lot of work, and you can see I cleared that whole area. I had lots of money, so I just cleared it. But yeah, I used lots of trucks further on. And then yeah, let's go further north. This is a stone mine area. It's also early in the game. And then later in the game I did this iron mine, and also just to supply all the shops. And then one of the last areas I developed this forestry area there as well. So yeah, quick overview of this massive play area. For me it was. My Mac is struggling a bit, but it's still working fine. It's just not so good to show it back to people. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, thanks for watching.